What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing a big injury update for the Chicago Bulls, as well as a little bit of a smaller injury update for this upcoming game against the LA Lakers. Now, all of it is still not pleasant to hear, and this game for the LA Lakers could potentially get very, very boring if everything actually does come out the way that it could, with a couple of guys for the Lakers being missing, a couple of guys for the Bulls being missing. This could turn out to be a very boring game. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, the injury updates around this game against the Lakers, as well as an even bigger update, our first long-term injury for the Chicago Bulls, unfortunately. And we'll start off with that one first, as this is the most serious injury out of all the ones we'll be discussing. Torrey Craig is going to be out for about 8 to 10 weeks with a foot injury. Of course, I believe it was the game against Miami in which he ended up exiting the game, not returning. He had a foot injury then, and it looks like after the test, he's going to be out for 8 to 10 weeks. So, of course, again, never like to see injuries. Torrey Craig was actually playing some phenomenal basketball before he ended up getting hurt. And again, he's a guy that we're going to sorely miss for a variety of reasons. Of course, you start to see him come alive from the three-point line, which is always positive to see. But the defensive work that he brings, the ability to move without the ball, the screens, the physicality, even some of the fouls, setting the tempo of the game. I think we're going to miss all of that as a Chicago Bulls team. And I truly feel like we have lost one of our defensive leaders on the court there and one of our best bench players. So that absolutely sucks to see. We wish Torrey Craig nothing but the best. Hopefully he can get a speedy recovery, come back to the Bulls team in around February or March, around the end of the season, and really start to pick things up for the Chicago Bulls and help us try to get over the line and see where we're going to be as a team by that time frame. We could very well be a playoff team by that time frame. We could be a play-in team by that time frame. We could just be mediocre by that time frame. Whatever the case may be, let's hope Torrey Craig can come in and help this Bulls team in any way, shape, or form. That's the biggest update for the injuries for the Chicago Bulls. Now let's turn to some of the smaller ones that actually is a game-to-game basis type of situation. We'll start off with the Bulls ones, of course, and that is Alex Caruso is going to be listed as questionable to play against the LA Lakers for the same injuries that he's had for quite a while back now. Look, I believe Alex Caruso came off the bench in the last game, so I do expect Alex Caruso to play in this game as well, but that's a 50-50 chance. That's what questionable means. There's a good chance he could play the game. There's also an equally a good chance he may miss this game as well. We'll just have to wait and see how things look for Alex Caruso, but I'm hoping he can play. I think it'll be very fitting for him to play against the LA Lakers. Again, LA is a team that wants Alex Caruso. It'd be very nice for him to have a very good impression against his former side. That would be a heck of a story to tell. But again, we just don't know at this point in time. He obviously means a lot to us, and if we've lost Torrey Craig, if we lose Alex Caruso as well, that could end up really hurting the Chicago Bulls, and then we're gonna have to rely on other guys like Dalen Terry and Julian Phillips to kind of pick up the slack and make some big time plays for the Chicago Bulls. We'll see if they're ready for it or not, but again, that is something that we have to be prepared for. And then Patrick Williams is listed as probable to play against the LA Lakers. Probable is I believe 75% chance he'll be likely to play, with a 25% chance he may miss this game. Now, if you saw the game, I believe this one, he slipped on a shot. I believe it was our last game that we played. He slipped on a shot against Philadelphia. There was a wet spot there, and the guy had to chuck up a shot. It was the final seconds, and I feel like that's where the injury was. I don't actually know the exact injury for Patrick Williams, but if I had to take a guess, that is the injury. So all the best to Patrick Williams. Again, a guy that's really stepping up to the plate recently for the Chicago Bulls, delivering some great two-way performances, really good defensively, making his name offensively as well for the Chicago Bulls with his ability to make his threes, take his mid-ranges, selecting his shots in a very, very great way. Showing his worth to the Chicago Bulls. And a lot of people are starting to really turn around on the idea of Patrick Williams and what he's able to bring for the Bulls team. So hopefully he'll be able to play and make a big difference. Him and Torrey Craig being lost against the LA Lakers could be a big problem, especially if one of the guys that is listed as questionable will end up playing. And that guy As we switch to the LA Lakers, it's LeBron James. LeBron James is listed as questionable to play against the Chicago Bulls. Now, again, if we don't see Patrick Williams and we don't see Torrey Craig, what do we really have from the forward standpoint that's going to be guarding LeBron James? Again, the guy's a freight train. He's still playing at an elite level. If you don't have any forwards that could try to slow him down, I'm sorry. I know we have a lot of good guard defenders, but no guard in the NBA is going to be slowing down LeBron James. It is as simple as that, no matter how good you are defensively. So you need guys like Patrick Williams, and you need guys like Torrey Craig, and it looks like we're not going to see that. At least hopefully we'll see Patrick Williams, and he's going to have a heck of a job on LeBron James in my eyes. But we'll wait and see how that turns out. But also Anthony Davis, a Chicago native, is also listed as questionable to play in this game. Now, as we stated before, questionable is a 50-50 chance. 50% chance they may play, 50% chance they may miss the game. And if we see both AD and LeBron James out of this game, I truly feel like the Chicago Bulls are going to get robbed of a very entertaining game here. Now, Bulls fans could be at the mindset that take any win they can get. If AD and LeBron are out, that makes it easier for the Bulls to win. Okay, that's understandable. But I treat this very similar to the Nikola Jokic situation. When Nikola Jokic got ejected of the game for the Chicago Bulls, for the Denver Nuggets against the Chicago Bulls, I felt robbed of a guy that we very rarely get to see in an NBA season in Nikola Jokic. I felt truly robbed of that experience as a Bulls fan watching that game, and we still ended up losing anyway, so that didn't help either. With the Lakers, look, Anthony Davis is a Chicago native, and he's still going to be in the NBA for a couple of years to come. I don't necessarily feel robbed if we see him miss a game. That's prone to happen, but we don't have many experiences left with LeBron James. Now, I know there's a lot of LeBron James haters in the Chicago fan base. It is what it is. I'm not here to change your mind on that. But as someone that does like the NBA, does respect the NBA, LeBron James is entering his final years in the NBA. He's not going to be around for much longer. So the last thing that I want to see as an NBA fan and a Chicago Bulls fan is one of the best players in this generation to miss a game against the Chicago Bulls, and we don't get a chance to see them that often. Again, I feel like a lot of people in the present mindset, but think of it like in the Kobe Bryant situation. When Kobe Bryant announced his retirement, and he had his final year in the NBA, every single team wanted to see Kobe Bryant play one last time. And it's better to enjoy those experiences while we don't know how much time LeBron James has left, because when LeBron James does announce his retirement and he does have his final season and it's a big celebration and whatnot of LeBron James's career, you're going to really start to sink in. You may never see LeBron James again in an NBA uniform. And that is something that, as an NBA fan, I want to see LeBron James play for as long as he can play against the Chicago Bulls. And that's just my opinion on the situation. So maybe some people see differently. Again, it is what it is. It's up to you to believe or do whatever you want to do. But that's going to be me for this video. What do you guys think? We could potentially be robbed of a very entertaining game here. So let's hope that both Anthony Davis and LeBron James can play. At least one of them would be nice. And let's hope that for the Bulls side of things, they can also play as well. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And I will see you in the next Chicago Bulls related video. Probably the watch along against the LA Lakers. Have a wonderful and safe day. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.